channenerekereza ng'omutima omugazi era nze ne ngubikula ye abanjagaliza ne bansibula mukama ne musaba nnyo oluno oluleme kunsala ye ne bwe biba byakalubindi wange kyenkolera njiyayiya nnyo sobola okubaabo I'm not stopping this thing till I lose my breath I'm gonna keep hustling every night and day 1 + 1 = 2 nja kugatta mpola mpola every yeah, kale melemerako ayiyayiya nnyo apangapanga saba mu lugendo never loser always a winner winner hearts of a winner yeah, kale melemerako ayiyayiya nnyo apangapanga saba mu
Yo, we live. We're live. It's already, you know what it is. It's Friday. That means it's Kampala Drive here on TGM Radio, ready to get your weekend started right. I'm your boy Melinda the Fourth, and today I'm joined by DJ Ivan.
Yep.
And special DJ for the day, DJ Rousey.
It's a Friday.
Rousey's shy.
Why are you so shy? Are you over shy?
But when she's sitting,
I'm trying.
Now we're happy to have you on. It's been a while since you've been in the studio.
Well, it's always nice being here. I love it here. It's nice. And the weather today is really good. What's 20 degrees?
And I'm here wearing a jumper. It's because I didn't trust the weather. Do you know what I mean? You know how the London weather be? The English can't be trusted, and I'm hot. But you look like you're ready for summer.
Yeah, 20 degrees is...
You should be in Miami the way you're looking today. Yes, again today, just want to shout out the sponsors real quick. Afro Vibes Limited, #1 importers of Ugandan beverages to the UK, and I believe it's the Mama Africa show.
Mama Africa show that is happening, and get these dates right.
Please.
Because last time we had what's his name? Our friend Waraji Papi, he was confused with the dates, and I can't. Okay, that's right.
So you're also confused.
So
now.
yes, Mama Africa Summerfest 2022 on Saturday, the 9th of July at the Royal Regency Hotel. No
Okay,
hotel,
no, just the Royal Regency, please.
Regency is normally associated with hotels.
I can't fault you on that. That is true.
That's why. In fact, in Uganda, when they're talking about Royal Regency, they always say hotel.
Hey. Maybe there are rooms up there people can sleep in. We don't know.
But anyway, on that day, the 9th of July, we'll have Winnie Nwaji, Fire Baby. We'll have Victor Maker and Haruna Mubiru.
Are you sure we'll have them? Because the way things are going these days. Yeah, man, I say how it is. Shots fired, what? Shot fired, what? Bro, what's going on? Promoters are losing their clout nowadays because they're promising the people them artists, and then the artists are not coming through.
Do you know what? Shall I finish talking about this? But yeah,
okay.
Yes, we're working hand in hand.
Yeah.
When I say we, TGM Radio UK and Kampala Drive, working hand in hand with Mama Africa.
Love that for
So
us.
we will be in the place.
We'll be in the building.
Yes, we'll be doing red carpetish, over media corner, but we will be there interviewing you lot, telling us how you feel about the night, or how you feel about the industry generally.
Yeah, and how you feel about the artists. No doubt there will be some interesting feedback.
Yes, our paparazzis, our interviewers will be in the place. So, get your ticket as soon as you can. Tickets are out, so just follow Mama Africa Facebook, I think.
Okay, but
anyway, we'll put the thingy on the screen so you can see where to get your ticket. Or just go to TGM Radio UK, the flyer is up there.
Back to the point you're trying to avoid. You know me, I say how it is. Yeah. What do you feel this does for people now? Because now this Mama Africa show, I know there's many people that are going to be very cautious about booking the tickets in advance because they'll be worried about whether the artists are actually going to arrive. Who is it the fault of the promoters? Is it the artists? Where do we put blame to? Do you think, in your opinion?
Before I need to qualify my statement first by saying that everything that one promoter does affects other promoters or other promotions or other shows, subsequent shows. But in this case, it wasn't the promoter.
Okay.
It's been the Home Office or the visa. The visa office, wherever it is, South Africa, whatever, whoever's giving out visas.
Okay.
Obviously, these guys made the applications. Do I sound like this guy's spokesperson?
I mean, you're giving the other side of the coin that people might not
because
understand.
I got the gist from inside.
Yeah.
Now, I had, even before the youth was it youth conference, Barbie Chagulanyi and all that.
Yeah.
While those people were getting their visas, these guys had already applied.
Okay.
So we can say they applied in good time.
Yes.
But even at that time, I heard that B2C was missing one person. One person hadn't got his passport returned.
Passport, not visa, yeah? Okay.
And to this day, I think they haven't got their passport returned yet.
Okay.
So why that office should hold on to somebody's passport, yet the dates are clear of when they need to travel, anybody's guess. With Carol Kasita, I have no idea.
So she got her visa?
I don't think... I don't know.
You don't know?
Let me say,
Okay.
let me not bite my tongue.
Oh, she didn't get her visa. Okay, cool.
Okay, she didn't get her visa, so again, you can blame the promoter.
So
Who else?
so it was BTC.
Maddox?
Yeah, Maddox.
No idea. But Maddox was a big one because he was meant to turn up with his band, and that's about 10 people.
I was looking forward to Maddox.
That is.
I've
I know
never
it's once happened with Kenzo. Managed to bring a band over, but hey,
it's not easy.
it's a mad one. That.
So, how do they rectify this? Because it seems like, okay, this is out of their hands, and I know that the situation in Ukraine is causing a lot of backlogs, I hear, at the visa office, right? So should they not put the artists on the fly until they have the visa? Like, how do you think we can remedy this? Because you can't go around explaining to each person, this is the reason, this is the reason. There's some people that this news won't get to. So how do you, because now everyone's going to be like, we don't trust Ugandan promoters. Because I've been seeing TikToks about it.
The noble thing that the promoters done last time, once they confirmed that Maddox wasn't turning up, they spoke.
Yeah.
Previously, the main issue with promoters was they would just let things happen, and on the day just announce, oh, sorry, Kenzo Talatadze. And people would get really mad. And I think one incident where bottles were thrown in Royal Regency, that was the case. And some people didn't turn up.
And they didn't say nothing.
Without an explanation, people who have been drinking alcohol can turn out to be very violent.
Especially
but this time the explanations have come in good time.
And they have come with a reduction in price.
And yeah, the reduction was in price came last time. I think it was a big ask to think a second reduction would come this time. And by the way, for the words I'm saying, Jose Promotions and Mosh Promotions, maybe I deserve a kabasa.
By the way.
Because I'm doing PR job here.
And you know what? I like Mosh, I like Jose, but I do think there's some PR, more PR that's needed. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that are not aware of the situation. Especially now, I heard obviously B2C and Carol Kasita are not coming as well. You're saying reduction in price is not needed, but
yeah, I mean, I'm speaking that from outside. For somebody who's forked out their hard-earned cash to pay an advance ticket, maybe they wouldn't have paid the ticket if they had known at the last minute. I'm hearing my lousy voice on the other side.
It's
I'm
okay.
being disturbed.
I'm also hearing. What do you think about it?
But
I think it's still high value. Like the artists that are already here are big enough.
Yeah, that's a proper concert on itself.
To make up, and they have enough songs as well. Like they can do the concert themselves, and it will still be.
To be fair, I love Juliana Kanyomozi. I wish I could see her tomorrow, but unfortunately, I cannot.
Having said that, I think there's been a few disasters in the past, but promoters came back. So although we shouldn't take it for granted, the customer base is quite understanding.
The thing about Ugandans
is they have a hunger for
and I love my Ugandans. I'm also Ugandan, but we are fickle. Like we will hype in the situation, but by tomorrow, another puppy. Before you came, we were discussing Mama Africa show that's coming up next month.
What's the lineup on Mama Africa? Is it the one with B2C?
Yeah, no. It's Winning YG. Okay. Ivan's gonna come in here and remind me.
YG, Haruna Mugiru, and Fik for Maker.
And we were just discussing. Well, I was discussing. I put Ivan on the spot at the fact that obviously this week's show that's happening tomorrow, Ntujo Mwaka.
Okay.
Isn't Mwakaring as we thought it would be. As unfortunately some
Tujo is not Tujoring.
Yes, it's not Tujoring. Some artists didn't manage to make it, unfortunately. And I was asking Ivan, does that leave a bad taste in the mouth of consumers who now may be worried about purchasing tickets in the future unless the artist has actually landed?
Should I give my opinion? I think this is not the first time,
by the way,
that this has happened. Maybe not with the organizers of Entujo, but it's not the first time. And consumers have seen it happen before. You know what I'm saying? It's just a thing of the past few shows have sort of lived up to the expectations. No one cancelled and everything like that. But then the recent ones that have been promoted have been cancelled for most especially visa reasons, right? And I actually recently said on Twitter that you shouldn't be dropping a flyer if your artists on the lineup are not confirmed in terms of visa.
This is what I asked Ivan actually.
You know, because now what these guys do is they roll out the flyers and links. Actually, I barely see links, but they roll out these flyers and people start paying for the tickets. I know someone that paid £80 for the Babbies one, right?
Okay, yeah.
But then obviously some people were taken off the lineup. They didn't show up. So what do? Do they get a refund?
All artists were taken off the lineup.
Remember that
Exactly. So all artists were taken off, but then this show was promoted at £80, dinner and a show.
It was, yeah.
The show didn't happen.
The show didn't happen.
So did they get their refund? Do you think they'll ever come back?
Well, I hope they pay by credit card.
Because and you know, another thing is all organizers are using the same venue, Royal Regency.
Yeah.
So it's not even just leaving a bad taste in consumers' mouths. It's a thing of even the venue itself, you're now giving it a bad name. You as one organizer.
Yeah.
That's
because Mama Africa's, I don't know, maybe you lot have been in this longer than me. It's the first time I've heard an event under that brand. So
it's only going to be their second event.
Okay.
First one was they brought Lydia Jasmine and too many shows.
By the way,
Hey, I know Lydia Jasmine.
no like gundi abadde ayinagwa isaawa simutegedde nange.
But anyway, it's for Mama Africa. It's their second event. But I was going to say, you're talking about they shouldn't put out a flyer.
Yeah.
I think they're in a catch-22 situation because the lead time between which you should do promotion is about a month. But for that promotion to be ingrained, you need at least 2 months.
But I hear getting a visa, a work permit, you can only apply for it between a certain time before you're coming. You can't do it like a year in advance. So
from the time you're applying for the visa, you need to be already promoting. Basically. Otherwise, you'll be late for promotion.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a catch-22, bros. I kind of get why they do it, but I think it's the communication.
With the public?
Yes. As soon as the artist is confirmed to Tabacha, let the people them know and offer refunds. But I know Ugandans don't like to offer refunds.
That's a good point, because it's even the like announcements from the artists themselves. I only saw the one from that was shared in the group. B2C Nani.
Karo Kasita.
Kasita. But you can see the post, bro. It was off Facebook.
Who's on Facebook? Who are these people that still use Facebook?
As far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, Facebook was banned in Uganda. The people have to use VPN. You know, so these artists are actually out here loading up VPN to communicate to the diaspora. Like, bro.
And I don't know if you noticed, I was telling Ivan, Karo Kasita and B2C's European shows were like 4 or 5 days ago, but yet the announcements are coming out yesterday that we're no longer. That really confused me. You know what I mean? It's like, how is that okay?
Spice Diana's one as well came out on the day of the show.
What, her announcement that she's not gonna make it?
Now, guys, come on. Is that right? Is that correct?
So you see,
no, but see, the thing is, with a visa, you're expecting it, like it can come any day.
That's the maddest thing. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a gamble then. It's a gamble to.
Literally a gamble.
You can't really blame the artist or the promoters.
So we blame the Home Office.
Doesn't it kind of take us back to where we wanted promoters to work as one? You know, because now if Mama Africa is trying to bring B2C and Karo Kasita and Ebi Flopinga, but then in about 2 weeks, maybe Jeff is coming back with Love Fest, and his lineup is already confirmed in some shit. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's no Love Fest. I'm just giving an example. Love Fest, but yeah, man, I just feel like maybe there needs to be a bit more done on the promotion side of things, you know, like they just have to do more, bro. It's not my field, but they have to do more. maybe cut down on the lineup. You know, if you're bringing like 5 artists or 3 artists and they're only accepting 2, what you wait to cover in their band?
Now, what if you have 1 or 2 artists
and they both don't get visas?
And they both don't get a visa. Wow, no, what business? So
maybe this is a shout to start using artists in the diaspora who don't need visas. Just a shout. My man Rabba Dabba, he's a sick artist.
Yeah, man, he's here.
He doesn't need a visa.
And they have him singing and flipping Vibio Navici. You know,
just a shout.
You
Maybe
know,
you are artists out here. Sometimes, not all the time. Don't get me wrong, we love the artists in Uganda. I love the Ugandan musicians, but we can't keep tarnishing promoters' names with this situation.
And Vibio is not a shit place, by the way. I'm just saying.
Okay, but speaking of artists, I also have some news that I was very, I love Queen Sheba. Sheba, I love you, man. I don't know if you've seen her on TikTok. She's brave.
She has TikTok?
She has TikTok, and there's an outfit she
I need
wore.
to follow. Yes, that one.
I was like, yo.
Fresh out of these allegations, she's now popping things again.
I was like, for me, I like the outfit, but I was just saying, damn, Uganda has changed. Can you imagine the days of Idi Amin?
Wow.
She looks like that. But anyway, Sheba's come at Cindy. And I don't like Cindy.
You don't like Cindy because of Sheba, or you just don't like Cindy because
I just don't like her attitude. Personally, I don't like her attitude. I don't like the way she goes on.
I think for him from
the Rema,
Thames
the Thames.
Rema.
Oh, okay,
the way she
okay,
acted.
I see.
Remember, she was in a car with no head seat.
But that's mad. You know what? When you say that,
she was in the car with no head seat coming for them, man. Thames. You lot go back and watch the video. There was no headrest here.
No,
guys,
that nearly went over.
Let's remember there's a beef between Sheba and Cindy. Remember from Chimansulo Mukamwa when Cindy said she doesn't like artists who are. She called them dummies, yes. Dummies. Because they are spoon fed. They have management who does everything for them. Sheba. No, Cindy, she has to find money for her video, her audio, her band. Basically, she was comparing the two, saying those ones are spoon fed. So it spanned off.
You also find a spoon to feed you.
A beef, and they put it on wax. Sheba composed a song called Chimansulo Mukamwa.
Okay.
And Cindy composed the song called Copycat.
You lot are giving context.
So
I love it.
That was mad. So she was never ever gonna be a Cindy supporter when it came to Uma.
Okay.
But remember, we had a discussion about this, saying these guys, they really shouldn't be trying to lead themselves.
I told you this. No one wants to listen to me. I love Sheba.
Did you see the fracas at the election? And
I heard, but I didn't see.
The man himself, I was disappointed in Saha. Because as a presidential candidate, he should have been more calm. I know it's difficult to put yourself in those shoes. He had a lot at stake, but he should have been presidential. The way the man was clapping his hands like
Saha's
planks. These hands were
clapping. What do you mean?
His hands like. So they had this election, and it was conducted in a kind of tent, where the proceedings were in a tent, but the actual elections were online. They were online, and the system broke down. Now, when the system broke down, that's when or everybody contesting Cindy was up in arms. Twabagambye okulonda tulonde ku mugongo oba ballot. So Saha brings now his lawyer. Elias Lukwago, Lord Mayor.
Okay.
And Lukwago came and poured legal data. You can't do this. They suffice it to not and everything. And Saha was just clapping, Lord Mayor, Lord Mayor. And I'm thinking, President.
He didn't turn up for the presidential debate or something like that.
Yeah, that was excusable. He says it's short notice. He had a gig somewhere in Arua.
I mean, guys,
no English.
No English.
Let me tell you something. When people say the system broke down, how many people are voting in this system? Isn't it like what? There's no more than 100 Ugandan artists, surely.
The network would
and it's electoral college. Not everybody is voting.
Yeah.
They only delegates. You have to be registered. And your friend Sheba is not registered in Uma, so I don't even know why she's
how she was
noise.
voting.
She wasn't voting.
She wasn't voting.
So she's the
She
voter.
said she had power to stop.
You should say that if people were voting for Cindy, then it would work fine, and if you're voting anyone else, then
It's not working.
yeah,
They could have just used Instagram stories, bro. Like if they wanted something that is surefire, because I don't.
So what's your take? What are you
with the voting thing? First of
Miss
all,
Waz.
I don't even think artists should be leading artists.
They shouldn't.
No,
it's
man.
conflict of interest.
Yeah, because already you can see like Shiba and Cindy, they are beefing, right? So Shiba's fans alone can influence
Facts.
Cindy in the election. Should Cindy be the better leader? Because Ivan here is saying that he wasn't really impressed with King Saha's behavior per se, which they get. So like, artists shouldn't lead artists in anything concerning Uma. But I've always seen Uma to be non-inclusive of some other artists as well.
True.
You don't see Kadongo Kamu artists there, but they are artists as well.
By the way.
Nabo bayimbi. In fact, that is one of the oldest genres in Uganda.
And by the way, while these guys clamor for the presidency, there is something called a policy board above the president. So literally, the president will be putting in effect or executing stuff that the policy board has decided upon. On that policy board, there is Halima Namakula, there is Isaac Ruchi, there is Ragadi, and some other people. So,
Ragadi is a good.
So really, president it's kind of ceremonial, but
Is it for showbiz as well? Just like in Tindo,
Yeah,
hey, I'm the president of
president,
Uma, but
yeah.
who, like,
you don't make decisions.
no one has
really.
done anything.
Although you
to
can
influence.
advocate. And on advocating for artists' rights and copyright and all that, I really give thumbs up to Saha, because he's laid down what he wants to see achieved.
And who are they addressing these problems to? The government of Uganda?
Gwenange. we don't know,
Because
I think that it needs to be addressed to the ministry in charge of culture and sports,
so
or something.
wouldn't that be no? If it's anything to do with
education and sports, culture and sports, whatever.
maybe culture and sports, but I thought it was going to be Gondi, UCC.
Somehow all those organizations interweave. But let me tell you my true thought. There is a latent battle going on amongst the artists.
I feel like you have an inside scoop.
Yeah. The latent, you see, one former presidential candidate is also a musician, and he supports certain people in this presidency, in this campaign. And Cindy and her deputy, I think, was one of our executives, Fina Masanyalaze, are supported by another camp, which is supported by Bebe Cool as well. So the moment King Saha, although it was known he was supported by the former presidential candidate, national, not just musician, the moment he was endorsed by that guy, this other camp started screwing is the wrong word, but tightening the nut.
Okay.
And you can see those forces at play. So whatever these guys, in fact, all contestants apart from Cindy are just showing up the tricks that are underhand. They know they can't win the contest because most of their supporters are not registered. Imagine there is voters in Gulu, in Arua, in maybe Kotido, in Mbarara, whom Saha has never met. He's never campaigned to, but they're going to be voting, or they voted.
So how do you get on the thing?
First of all, you need to be a member of UMA.
Yeah, how? So why is Shiba not a member?
She didn't register.
Because she didn't want to, basically.
Exactly, because in fact, in one interview, she was heard saying, "I don't even know UMA." Simanyi, you know, at the time when she was in TNS and she thought everything was cozy and rosy, she just didn't care. But now she cares because she's doing everything on her own.
So why did she say she had the power to stop it? She said when she saw his message, she made phone calls.
I think artists get hyped when they see a microphone.
Oh.
But she says she made some phone calls to people. So maybe she knows a few delegates who are voting.
Okay.
But that latent battle is the real driver of events.
Okay.
So what we are seeing are the effects of that.
So, Rousey, would you join this association if you were given an opportunity as you are in the industry?
No, I don't think so.
and do they have to have one association or one governing body?
There's a few.
I think they should have
There is
a number.
There is different organizations for artists, you know. Like
So they should just have a federation. So get each association, have their top executives, maybe president and vice president, let them go into a conference to
Can I
vote.
ask a question?
A federation.
Let us look at this country, for instance. Do they have a music Manyanga association?
There is something called Musicians Association.
Waneno, eh?
No.
Musicians Union.
Mwano.
Yeah.
And it
there
is spearheaded by an artist?
No.
Okay, that's
Toys
one.
and Akubama
That's one.
Nyabadi-
Secondly, these guys are busy on Smanga President what or President this or Uma or what, and no music is coming out. this is what depresses me the most. There's no music.
Omani, when the elections were nearing, there was rumors of a V8 being availed to the
president. From which?
From who?
From the other president.
But if another one wins, by V8 straight up.
So tebachasobola kwegulira moto.
Were you gonna say something, Russ?
you guys remember that thing that happened last year where they gave out the awards?
Janzi,
Yeah.
okay.
Who organized that? Is it the
Janzi Awards.
musicians?
Operation Wealth Creation,
Look at that.
Amazing.
owned by Afande Mzee. But
Hey.
no, not owned. Sorry, apologies. Run by
Okay.
Muzei.
Mzee Saleh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ayabas. But anyway, nze ensonga yange eri nti Cindy doesn't have music. Okay, she has music, but Ulira, no, let me learn my point. I'm the one talking.
Kapandike wao.
Wandika. Cindy has music, but none of you here can name 5 albums or 2
I
even.
cannot. All I
of
remember
Cindy.
is Blue 3 and that other track.
So what?
Me?
And you know why we say albums all the time, yeah? Let me tell you why we say albums all the time.
I don't
Albums is the
even. I
only
don't even
time.
want to name anything. Kubanga kakati, you're equating somebody running to office to having music.
Once again, like I said, artists should not be leading
Nanti,
artists.
so then don't support it by saying
Sichiwakira
music.
atita ntaina music kwakati singa bada sogenda wagulu singa kezo yatugamba nti nange njagala kubeera president. We know that kezo maybe can take the industry
That shouldn't
outside
be
of
the
it.
basis.
No, hold on.
I could be a
But hold
lawyer
on.
or
Wonderful.
Silver Chagulanyi. I think he's very capable. But when did he last release some music?
Where did his music go out besides Uganda?
Yeah,
Where
but
else did
you
he
can
go?
be a capable leader.
Leading them where? Masaka Guru what?
Listen,
Leading
all
them
right.
where?
Let me be the media in this situation. You both have great points, yeah? Your point, Cindy doesn't have music, so therefore what can she add to the table? Your point being, does someone need to be a musician to lead?
No.
But you still need to be able to further the Ugandan music industry.
Yes.
And I don't believe
Which-
she has the qualities.
She doesn't.
She already
Okay.
abused the Nigerian artist. So her name is tarnished there. They're the ones running the scene right now in Africa.
you.
So if you even mention Cindy's our president, they'll be like, what? they can even refuse to come back and perform in Uganda if Cindy is the president of the music association, you know. So to me, who's Silver Chagulanyi?
Sid,
Please allow me to retire.
Cindy's
I'll chase you away.
Labayo, Cindy's first order of business could probably be nti I don't want any more Nigerians performing in this country.
By the way,
Mutulemeseza okuyimba.
or she might even bring like,
wasn't Cindy the president sometime?
She was at some point, yeah, as far as I remember as well.
what
she
did
was
she
the president. She's just back here
but
for
that's
another
the point
election.
everyone is making. She was a president before and she didn't really
she
do
achieved
anything.
nothing.
Yeah.
Did she even buy headrests for her car? Huh? Somebody needs to ask her.
Ayinza okubanga bamutuuza headdress enfu and then
Maybe they should give her that V8 because it will have headrests.
okubye nnyo.
It's not
It's not personal.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Cross the line there, didn't it? My bad.
No, but
So if you gotta
the-
throw a shot, you gotta throw a shot. Sometimes
the
you
point
gotta
remains that what the industry needs is sounds to be exported.
Yeah.
And some artists are trying without being
There's
presidents.
some artists
This is
that
the
are
thing.
marketable.
Some artists are
and some
trying.
that are not.
Because look, you made a point.
Some
Obviously, I
music is
saw it on
marketable.
the on Twitter about the top 100 in Uganda right
Yeah.
now, and the top 10
They-
didn't. Did
barely
they have any
Ugandan
Ugandans?
music.
8 Ugandans were
the
in that
first
playlist.
Ugandans
No, in the
was-
top 10 though.
was around 25.
17. It was on number 17. Yep.
Oh, great.
That is a bit embarrassing.
And then you have to go through like
And then-
two shits to then go to another
But
Ugandan.
who
No,
makes
even
the
again,
list?
on the top 100 Ugandan, there is people that do not know that
Who
some
makes the
artists
list?
are
Is it
Ugandan.
Ugandans
Like,
making the
'cause
list
there's
or
a
is it
track-
Apple
I saw
compiling
music by
the list?
Mike Kai who
It's
are on
the most
there,
streamed
and
songs.
people
That's
don't know
Randiz.
On
about
Apple.
it.
Yeah.
It's not.
He's
On
Randiz.
No.
He's
Ugandans
the
don't do
guy.
albums.
Listen,
That's
obviously,
like it.
1 second, yeah. Obviously, we know that the name Kaihura has also been in our country, which take it up. But then you have to remember that there is Banyarwanda as a tribe within Uganda. So those names are always going to be found within Uganda, which take it up.
No, whole time I thought Mike Kai was
I did as well, and then I went and searched
I don't know
online,
who he is.
and Google tells
You know
me
Kaihura?
he's a singer, he's a Randiz singer or a Rwandan singer. But then you listen to the
Yeah,
lyrics and he is
nah,
Randiz.
but-
Rwandan.
But okay, so looking at that point, right, the top 100, number 17 is the first Ugandan
But this is just for Apple.
on Apple.
And,
right?
and,
But
we
I'm
can't
pretty
count,
sure-
we can't count Spotify. We can't count Spotify because Spotify's
It does
top
push
100 is just Apple Music.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
If you go on Spotify and you look for top 100 Uganda,
doesn't
it just has the same
Oh, the same
playlist.
as Apple. Okay, cool.
From-
So my
from
question
Apple.
is, whose fault is it? Maybe Ugandans is just like
people listening to the music.
international
'cause
music.
It's not like someone is putting the songs on there.
Yeah.
It's
Well, who's
best-
Maybe we just don't like our own
marketing
music.
Uganda music anyway. Ugandans don't really push their music like that.
But do you think Uganda music needs to be pushed within Uganda?
No, within Uganda, outside of it.
So
No, but
I
the
think
top
there's
100
I think there's
is
a number of
in
factors.
Uganda.
Yeah?
You got to remember that.
I think there's a number
Yeah,
of
but-
factors.
Yeah, that's true.
I think there's a number of factors. One is yes, the listeners, what they're listening to, but then the listeners could also be maybe narrowed down into there is a lot of non-Ugandans living within Uganda, and they could be listening to whatever they want to listen
Yeah,
to.
By the
Which
way-
take it, eh?
By the way,
That's
the
one.
The rich people that are using the iPhones that
Yeah.
are contributing to the Apple Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, no, no,
That's one factor. The other factor that I see is what the artists create themselves, as in the mainstream artists. What they create is they are pushing to be played on radio and in the clubs. This is why they barely come out with albums.
That's the thing.
Only a few of them will be sitting down and actually creating albums. Like, when was the last time, except the recent song, when was the last time Apas gave us a song? Hasn't he been sitting down there and just doing promo on Jumia and Bichi Bichi?
By the way, the promo is very funny.
The promo is good, yes.
You don't know,
And
but
it
he-
keeps
but
it.
he
and it
has
keep-
been working
Yeah,
on
because
music. He
that's
does
how an
preview
artist,
music. Music.
bro. That's how an artist works. Like, it's not just if you make good music, you can leave the music to just do its thing, and then you
True,
go
but
out
at
here and
the
just
same
play
time-
around with endorsements. What you get at? That's what
I
he's
hear
done, and he's probably because remember Epis came like that. Chichamtwala Muguni was the Queen of Katwe and whatever, being on the soundtracks. Now other artists have also gone ahead to do the same thing. Waiki Bender's come up, led to him now, opening a record label for himself, and he's now bringing up artists. That's what an artist does. If he gets good recognition within the country,
That's if you blow up.
which take it. Yeah, but he blew up and then he started expanding his sound,
Exactly,
working with
but that's what you
singing
have.
in French because he's always said he sings in French and wherever he can speak French. Now these other artists, manabagala okola gondi, abali mu Oma na bichi, for them the CDs and whatnots. And I'm sorry, bro, but I'm gonna slap Shiba in there as well.
Hey, you better mind how you talk.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it
man,
is.
I'm talking.
She drops good singles here and there.
Yeah.
But then what? Are they not just being played in the club? What collaborations
nah, I
is?
wouldn't say that.
Hold on,
Wait,
hold
wait,
on.
okay,
Let me land my point. Let me land my point.
Mm.
When you look at some of Shiba's recent music,
Yeah.
would you get that song, send it to BBC, and you guarantee maybe this demographic is gonna fuck with this song or
Wait,
mess with it?
that's-
Do you
that-
get where I'm coming from?
I feel
Like, we're
like
looking
I
for
get where
we're
you're
looking for an
coming from.
international sound here as
That's
Ugandans,
why
right?
artists need good management. Because like there is a new
Promo.
guy. There is a guy called Joshua Baraka.
Yeah, know about
He's
him.
new, but like his music is like on different playlists,
Mhm.
African playlists on
Mhm.
music.
Joshua is creating a different sound though.
All right, listen. This conversation is deep, and I can tell
Bakuta
it's very
kushiba.
deep. Yeah, because you need to go in a break right now and have some discussions offline. Yeah. All right. We'll be back shortly. We're gonna go to the sound of DJ Rosie.
I would like to introduce a new song by Joshua Baraka. It's a new single.
Yes, Joshua.
Baraka, A-Pass, and X.
Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, enjoy.
You ask why. You see them girl a beauty them.
Lord knows I've been here before. Tears in my eyes with my knees on the floor. Baby undu kumutima. Baby aona katincho mukwano. Felt alone for too long. Nagen jagala for not too long. Funeo I'm busy. Feel this loneliness I feel inside. Cause I've been hurting, searching for love. Send on your mawange, I've been hurting, looking for your love. Cause I've been hurting, searching for love. Send on your mawange, I've been hurting, looking for your love.
Yo, it's Kampala Drive. We're still here getting your weekend started off right. We've been talking a lot about what's been going on in Uganda with, the UMA. That doesn't even sound nice. UMA. With the elections and stuff. It's Kampala Drive. Still here with DJ Ivan, DJ Rosie. I mean, what's there left to say?
Do you know what? Today's show is the perfect example of what they call winging it. But rest assured, we come prepared. And if you might have noticed a little mishap in the studio earlier, yeah, so be it.
But that's show business.
That's life.
That's show business, by the way.
Don't know. But just reminding you on, don't forget tomorrow, Saturday, by the way, Royal Regency. We got to support our peers.
We do have to support our people. And
Juliana Kanyomozi, Rema, who else?
Yeah, that's it.
No.
No, that's not.
Misha Chiaze.
Really?
Are you sure?
Has Juliana come though?
No.
Juliana's here. That's my favorite, man.
Yeah, so them three are there.
Message too.
Who's here?
Don't quote me.
Who's here? Juliana, Rema, and who?
If manager Richard says he's here, then he's here. Otherwise, gendera ku Juliana ne Rema.
You will know tonight there's a party.
At VBO.
No, it's a
Nenyenze nga customer sina kumala kulinda party.
By the way.
What if I'm down there in Somerset?
By the way, Coventry.
Hey,
yeah?
I need to come book my B&B. Anyway, there's a show tomorrow and a show on 9th July, of which we are part of.
Come on.
And that's Mama Africa presenting Summer Fest 2022. Royal Regency, where we'll have Haruna Mubiru, Winnie Nwaji, and Fik Fameka.
Come on.
Quick question. Ati Haruna Mubiru, ko Winnie Nwaji ne Fik Fameka mugena musawa.
And you need the high and the low and the high again.
What do you mean the high and the low? Who's the low and who's the high?
Not the low in what's it called? In tempos. Do you know what I mean?
Question. Who is opening for who?
Hey, that's my question.
These things work themselves out.
I just don't want to say. Who is the one you call them curtain raiser?
Opening act.
Opening act.
Opening act. No curtain raiser. No raising, no curtain for nobody. Yeah, that's mad. What's your take on the recent shenanigans in UMA?
I saw a bit of it. Nalaba King Sahanga yekarakasa with the just Lukwago blah blah.
Nengalo wazibulida wazikuba. Togwanga mumiza.
I got this feeling of Sahabi woga cheka tabitegera ne just wakuba with them akoluzungu. Ori judge na nagira mukao.
Yeah. To be honest, that guy, or your electoral commission or whatever, he really looked threatened. There's so many people, and at the end of the event, there was a lot of policemen around. So
I don't know if Mlinda you've ever faced the situation where like you don't know what's going on, but your side seems to be winning.
Man City.
That was King Sir at the moment. It was like he listened. Look at his face. He's not comprehending
What's happening?
what's going on.
Yeah.
But when the Lord Mayor asked the question, and this guy was like, they were, you know what I mean? Like,
And
it was.
you have to understand guys like Saha, and he's representing a lot of people. They don't want long things. Producer. They don't want long things. And all these things of talking for hours. They want action right there, right now. Good process of elections, and we move.
It's reminding me of when I tried to run for head prefect.
How did it go?
There was so much commotion because people were saying Nedda, we have Abulaya, it's unfair. People
Which
are just
stage was it?
Huh?
Which is it
Primary.
high school,
primary school, and they were saying that it's unfair advantage. Bichi, my parents gave me money for campaigning.
You're speaking all the English.
All the English. I was like, I will bring change, and I will, and I ended up losing. Do you know what I mean? Because you know, I won't get into why, but I was robbed. But that's what this election is reminding me. It's very
These things of robbed.
I was robbed. I hope
Whoever loses has been robbed.
Would you not vote me head prefect?
Init.
Tomo Kiri is
No, let me know. The thing is, then with your Init accent and trust me, no one would vote for you.
Fake news.
But I thought that would be because in some quarters that would lead him right up the leaderboard.
No, look, if it was secondary school, you would be up. Primary school, you want to speak up natural, my dear. You don't want head prefect to be anything all around. You know what I mean? So yeah. But if it was secondary, you know the girls would vote for you.
So Richie, what do you think is next for Uma? Where do they go? The elections were stopped. Cindy, even now, she says she won because she was leading at the time.
According to what I've seen and I've read, thing is, people was claimed to be voting, but they were not voting. So the chats came out and they already had votes in there, but no one had even casted anything.
Seriously?
Are you serious with this?
That's what I've seen and heard and read. That's what, like, the charts came on the screen, like they say, and there were like percentages, like the way elections be. And
I know.
No one had even placed their, not even the candidates themselves had placed their votes.
So does anyone expect that it might turn out to be a ballot box or Mugongo as they were demanding?
They say they want to do ballots, but no one is there to fund it.
And the funders want Cindy to win.
So that's also something. They want to do ballots, but there's no one to fund it. And people who would fund it, like, don't seem to be coming out. Yeah.
How expensive it is to get a piece of paper in a box?
It's not expensive.
I don't
know. But imagine you have to get
the security,
like that.
the ink, all that stuff.
Everything.
Is this like going to be a like association that is actually recognized by the government? Is this like government?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
okay.
recognized by the government. That's why they want someone to be elected by the artists themselves.
I understand.
Yeah.
Good luck to them.
Nayenga, according to what I've seen, I don't think there's any success in that election that happened. I don't think.
Away from that, Badman from Kamocha made a comeback to the stage a few days ago, and he was rocking at EXO Lounge. It was Zex Biranjiranji's. Was that an EP? Because it had about 18 songs. That's an album.
But they say it's EP.
Kakati album enevera side
Album.
Okay, it was an album listening party. So yeah, Bobby Wine stole the limelight.
Oh,
But
is that the situation where Kenzo left?
That is the situation. Kenzo was in the building, Bobby Wine came in, and I think they didn't meet, or maybe they didn't meet eye to eye, but Kenzo like stayed for only a very short time later, and people are saying he's still bitter from the earlier breakup where Bobby Wine wasn't answering his calls or taking his WhatsApp messages.
Oh, when he was out of the country.
Yeah, remember when he was in Ivory Coast just before the lockdown? I think there was lockdown in Ivory Coast before.
Yeah.
It was general, just
Lockdown,
that he couldn't manage to come back. Yeah. So Kenzo hyped up people to collect him in a motorcade from the airport.
Okay.
But he hoped that Bobby Wine would be among those people. He only got Segirinya.
Oh, sorry for you.
You know when you say he only got Seguinus, like he expected
the
gold
principal.
and ended
Wait,
up
he
with-
wanted a convoy to pick him up because he fled.
He had the
Ivory Coast.
convoy. He had borders. He had what?
He expected his mates to
But
be around.
he thought that was gonna be an endorsement of him by Bobby Wine,
Oh.
but Bobby Wine didn't turn
But
up.
why doesn't he need an endorsement? He's already a big artist.
'Cause you see-
it's on the other side, politically. So
Oh.
At that time, he hadn't declared. Remember?
Bobby Wine.
yeah, sorry. It's been-
Kenzo hadn't declared what side he was on, but he had certain WhatsApp messages, audio messages, had leaked of a conversation between somebody close to Bobby Wine, where Kenzo was complaining that Bobby Wine are sending messages and he doesn't answer them. He blue ticks them. When I phone, they don't pass my phone call over to him. So he was kind of saying that Bobby Wine, we can help you with this, but if you're not close to Bachalibo, Bobe Salako, then you're going to chitulamuweka.
But I mean,
So that's where
look,
the whole
on the other side, not to go much political, but this is a presidential candidate, to be honest.
Former now.
Now, okay,
Yeah.
former, but then he was a presidential candidate.
Mm.
He's not gonna be answering everyone's call. He's not gonna be replying to everyone's message.
Yeah, but
But
Kenzo thought
Kenzo-
that he had an additional
It
push
was
to him.
important.
And people say that that's what pushed him to the edge. Nagende eri nakkiriza naye ne bamuwa V8.
Nigga,
Wait. Who wanted to be picked up, Kenzo or Bobby Wine?
Kenzo.
Kenzo.
By a presidential candidate?
Yeah.
That's a bit mad.
It's crazy.
But anyway,
And I got a lot of Kenzo.
in this listening party, Kenzo avoided face-to-face contact with Bobby Wine, and the rumor mill just went wild.
Do you know what? It is what it is. At the end of the day, people don't have to like each other.
Exactly.
You know, it's not by force.
it's not a must.
It's not a must.
It's not like they're even in the same line of
Even me, there's
music.
people I bypass when I see them at these Ugandan events. You know what I mean? And I know I'm a nobody, so it doesn't matter. But still, like,
What you get the sebo?
now we're losing Kuitako. Like, it's not a big deal. You know, he hasn't disrespected him. He hasn't cussed anybody. He just doesn't. want to be
Yeah,
around him.
he just left the
Maybe
evening.
Kenzo looked up to him, and that thing of him not coming to pick him up, it hurt him, Bambi.
But I think in the whole situation, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but the Bachita Bachia mu Luganda,
Tondo.
the hype men are the ones that make the situation worse.
Worse, yeah.
Like the
The
this
blogs.
social
Abale-
media army baberawo ne bakitabula ne bayongeramu sukali.
Talk and talk people.
I think those are the ones, because otherwise these people can they can even sit in private and we won't know.
We won't know.
And they've had their own thing.
You know what I mean? Nah, I did that. But anyway, I think we've come to the end of the show. It's been an interesting show today, guys. We appreciate you sticking with us. Shout out our sponsors again, Mama Africa, Afro Vibes Limited. Thank you, DJ Rosie, for playing the tracks, playing us in, keeping us
DJ
entertained.
Rousey, all the way from Scotland.
Scotland.
And, guys, we have a new section where we'll be previewing new music. Unfortunately, we couldn't tackle it today as we had advertised, but rest assured,
We
we're